There we go. Sweet. That looks like a nice spot. Check it out. Chain. Right on. Good spot. All right. What a good day. Getting on some machines, grabbing some water, getting into my liter, and back, filling up, make sure to hydrate. Feel great. Let's enjoy this. Let's go ahead and talk about the machine I'm on. Welcome in. All right, we're on the Arsenal Strength. I love this thing. Right now, there's no balancing weight on it, so I'm gonna put a 45-pound balancing weight on this. All right. There you go, 45-pound balancing weight. All right, back to the aiming. Have that seat, yeah, we'll switch it. All right, thanks. All right, now I want to go ahead and get some weight over here. All right, that's good, see? Now, I want to get some weight over here. Boom, boom. All right, I'll go with that side, it's easier to grab. Now I'm going to put 45 pounds on this side. I like to do a balancing, okay? This right here video is all about self-care and about healing yourself through exercise. This is still a lot of weight, okay? Now, is there any adjustments I can do for this? No, okay? It is as is, balance it the way you want to, you know? I'm added weight here, weighted here, all right? And I got issues with my knees, okay? And got a lot of tension behind here. But we're here to work out and to not cause pain with all those problems. So first things first is to declutter yourself. All right. Breathe in and breathe out of your nose. Make sure you hydrate. Keep your cap open. Make sure we're opening. We can breathe through our nose properly. We want to avoid mouth breathing as much as possible in all exercises, all right? And the reason being is that way you don't dehydrate, all right? Unnecessary to mouth breathe unless necessary. All right, so, all right, we have some top pads here, okay? And we have this incline bench here. Let's go ahead and turn this a little bit. Thank you for coming in, guys. All right, appreciate the view. We are on the Arsenal Strength, okay? And since you're just joining in, I have 45 pounds counterweighting here. I'm here to basically strengthen up my knees, strengthen up my legs, not to cause harm to them because I have runner knee issues and the patella issues. So, you know, it's all about staying in good condition, getting the exercise that we need with our body and all that. I mean, there you go. That's better. All right, so we have these top pads here. I will not be putting my shoulders here on these. I will not be allowing this to weigh me down right here. My back will be here and here, pressing up against this back pad right here, doing the entire lifting. I'm using my back pressure and grit to lift without my shoulders being on this, and I don't have to use these. It's just all about not allowing myself to feel like I'm putting all the weight on my shoulders. Don't put all the weight on your shoulders in the world. We want none of that. Make sure you get your breath. What we want to do is come to the pads, okay? All right, we want to start at the pads. All right, we got to know our distance. We got to make sure we're balanced. Make sure our head is actually flat against the pad. Do not have it forward. That's wrong. Doing it forward, you're causing unnecessary back neck tension, okay? In multiple areas. And you're causing all of these muscles to shorten up, and that gets really bad in the therapy sessions that I'm seeing. So no letting yourself get shortened scalenes in any. So back that head up. It has to touch that pad, graze on it. Like, you know, when you're driving in a car, right? Is your head off that back pad? It shouldn't be. It should be grazing it in your car. All right, so breathe. We're gonna come down here. And right now I want to get into what I want to do, like calf rises. I want to start with that to get some calf stretches going. So I want to like rise up. Okay, so I have 1 foot planted on the ground, 1 foot planted on the pad. My head is on the back. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to lower myself down by pushing my shoulders up. Okay, and I'm going to plant my tailbone on the pad, lower my shoulders. My hands are here for balancing. So I'm just right here. So I have less weight on my shoulders because I'm using my back to hold this whole thing up right there, because we got a lot of strength right there. I'm on the coccyx and sacral. All right, lower back, my lumbar is pressed against, not tight against, it's just against. So I'm gonna basically have shoulders up, press. We have no weight here. Breathe, step up. We're gonna start with toe rises, and in toe rises, all right, so you can see here's what I'm talking about. I am balanced here. I'm feeling 45 pounds of weight here. I am on the tip of my toes, and my knees are bent. Now you can see that I'm like really getting some. So I'm gonna straighten up. I was showing you in the video so I can see what I look like to do, the things in my way. And I'm gonna breathe, get my back against there, balance. All right, make sure you're right where you need to be. There we go, get in sequence and walk, and then we're going to walk it. We're gonna walk our calves. And you can see here, I've still got nothing there. My back is against this pad, holding up the weight. And I'm using my legs to walk. Now I'm going to stretch, breathing and stretch. Make sure I'm the balls of my feet just right, stretch. Ah, that feels great. Make sure everything's relaxed. The neck should not be pushing against the pad. It shouldn't be away from the pad. It should be grazing it, like you are grazing the back of your head on the pad in your car. That's where it's supposed to be. Keep your head relaxed. Make sure you're paying attention to that. Now I'm just basically bouncing on one calf, giving it a nice, good burn. I'll show you what I'm doing here with swapping legs. Keep trying to make sure I focus. I'm trying to make sure I'm on video. You can see here, I'm just basically burn. A lot of burn. I'm going to stretch both of them. Rise and hold. Keeping my knees relaxed. Keeping my head relaxed and grazing against the pad and breathing. Walk. Walk. See, I haven't even moved this guy yet. That's for safety. You don't have to move it unless you go down. And relaxing. Stretching. Relax. Come on up. And let's give it a moment. Now that was a nice calf burn. Woo, that was great. Did you guys see those looks? Hope you guys liked it. Let's hydrate. All right, now we're gonna walk it off. I like doing a really good calf burn before I do the squats. Breathing through the nose, in and out. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Ooh, let's stretch that up. Yeah, just like nice. I'm gonna use this for balancing. It's not a nice handle here. Straighten up. Make sure we're not slouching. You know, none of this. We're gonna breathe in. We're gonna relax back. Be upright. Be stoic. Be stoic in the gym. And then I'm gonna stretch the other one. You know, if you feel your calves burned a lot, make sure you're stretching between. Don't be standing around looking at your phone. Just like how I'm not standing here looking at you guys. You know, I'm the one on the video. We're here to therapy. We're here to make sure that we don't cause harm to ourselves. So I'll give you a little feedback, a little history of myself. Hi, my name is Vernon Leanne, and I'm here to help you guys to recuperate from your predicaments, okay? But when we need to go exercise, like either we're overdoing it or we don't know how much weight to really use. You know, for people who have fibromyalgia like I do, I have muscle pain like me, you know, arthritis, I got those in my hands. I have fascia issues. They feel like my pins, needles, and burning, you know, I got it all. And I basically work on people with all these issues. Now, for 17 years, I have guided them through therapy and through workouts and letting them know what they should be doing. And here now I'm making videos explaining to the world on what you could do to gain muscle, gain strength, condition everything, condition every muscle, fiber, everything. You got your gastrocs, your soleus, and your flexors, and your rectors, and you got your plantars, and you got your dorsals, you got your tarsals, and your quads. You gotta work them out correctly so that way you don't ruin yourself. So make sure you're upright, breathing, and resting upright. Do some neck. Now, if you're also feeling things like tension in your neck, don't just get back on the machine. Make sure you upright, breathe, and do a couple of stretches. Watch my Qigong body movement day 1 through 6 classes, soon 7, and you'll learn how to do Qigong. How to do Qigong to heal yourself and heal your body. So watch my classes. They're uploaded for you guys to get on there and learn from there. And you are going to learn how to heal yourself on your own without needing anyone else. But it's good to still have people to do it for you. It really is. All right, let's get on to the next set. But this time we're not doing toe rises. Breathing, just sliding in here. Make sure my back is flat. I'm not really touching these. I'm not pushing up into it. All right, so I'm gonna get right here and I'm gonna squeeze my shoulders up, reposition it, lower my shoulders, reposition my back. My head is grazing the back. We're gonna grab right here, one leg up first. Breathe, breathe out. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, place. All right, now I'm gonna find my footing here. See, I'm still grazing here. I'm like literally, my shoulders are not gonna be on these pads. It puts too much weight on it. Don't do it. All right, it's just awful. Okay, last time safety off. And spread the legs apart, make sure your toes are angled just right, kind of do some testing yourself, and you always want to warm up with light weight. I got 45 pounds on this end, 45 pounds on that end as a balancing, so you got to basically maybe to 10 pounds on each end, or 10, 30 to unbalance it a little bit, or like put 45 here and put 35 here to make it lighter. That way you can go up and down with ease. It's all about the exercise and doing it with some weight and stability, and let it do the work. All right, and heavy weights will basically murder your body. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good for you. If you got like muscle issues, you got MS, you have Parkinson's, all these workouts will work really well for you. You have to make sure you work this first before putting on the weights. Test the machine, see if it feels good to you to do the machine. And if it does without the weights, then you put on the first lightest weight possible. I teach this in all of my exercising on my YouTube channel. All right, when you're watching this live right now, this is advanced shit. Please watch my previous videos before you really, get into all of my stuff here. All right, and these lives, because now it's all advanced stuff. Watch my previous to learn the freaking basics, and then come into the advanced stuff, and and start there. Please start there. It's it'll be best for you. All right. So right now I got a nice little bouncing. I'm just testing myself. I have my tailbone up against the padding, so I can just hold it here. You can put more weight on there, and you got to start here, so that way you can raise your shoulders up a bit, and it basically allows. You get what I'm saying? I'm just, that's what you want. Keep your head grazing and relax the whole time. I don't know if you can see me nobble and bobble it, over there, but yeah. Now I'm just going up and down nice and easy. I can't go too low because of my knee issues. You just go as low as you can that's comfortable. Mine is like right here, so I feel that tension, and I'm gonna go right back up. It's okay to put your hands here and go down. You got your back against the padding. You're like literally using that to push yourself up by that, with your back up against the pad. That's gonna give you back strength. It's gonna give you tailbone strength. All right, glute strengthening, keeping your head relaxed the whole time while pushing your whole back and spine against the pad, and keeping your head relaxed the whole time. Breathing in 4 seconds, breathing out 4 seconds. But basically what I mean by that, with every pump. Breathe in, breathe out. It's okay to have your hands here for stability on your thighs. Breathe out. We're gonna go into more detail of what I'm doing here. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe. Do not hold your breath. Breathe. And step back. Go up. So now you see here that it was pretty heavy. I put my shoulders up on that pad to give me a little lift, which allowed me to go up. It got a little tough there. And all I had to do was lift with my shoulders, and it allowed me to go upwards. That is the necessary key to get that little extra oomph in case you're having troubles going up. Breathing. Get your heart rate down. Stay where you are. Make sure your knees are not locked. All right? And your feet are nice and loosey-goosey. You see what I'm doing here? I'm rocking the feet, rocking the knees. Good. If your heart rate is up a little bit, you can feel it. Make sure it goes back down before you do your next set. But if you want to stay with the heartbeat high, make sure it go down before you start pumping again. I'm talking a lot, so it's pumping. I can feel it going boom, boom. This is a lot of work by this whole compressions. This is a lot of work. I mean, literally, so I'm gonna come back in here, reset myself, repressuring my entire back, focusing to make sure it's in the right spot. Breathe. It's okay to pause and breathe. Now if you have trouble going up, remember your shoulders lifts. See, it makes it easy. You see, I keep putting it back down. Putting it back down with that breath. Now let's pump. Ooh, I can feel it. Woo! I'm gonna have to put a stop there and down. I burned enough. We're gonna hold here, and come on out. Stay holding on that. Stay holding on that. Especially with people who have weak legs, you're old, and you want to pump and you want to use this machine. This machine will help you get stronger. All right, and it's very good for the body. Make sure you put proper placement on where you need it on the pads. I'll show you what the pad looks like. I have my feet here placed possibly out. This is what I did with the toe rises right here. And you can push up here, but make sure you put it where it's comfortable, where your back up against this just right. My shoulders were literally fingers apart. And then when I needed that extra push up, I lifted my shoulders like that, and I was able to glide up. And I released my shoulders, we were breathing and releasing and coming back down. Easy peasy exercise. Keep that up, do your sets, burn out, however you feel like it. But that is how I work out on an arsenal strengthener, okay? Now let's go ahead and do some therapy. We gotta basically now, before we go to the next machine, we gotta make sure that, we stretch first before we leave the vicinity. Or clean up and leave the vicinity and do some stretches before you work on to the next machine. Unless the next machine is actually a good stretch location. Okay, so I'm holding here, bracing my hair. I'm going to do a nice calf stretch. I got my whole body going down into that. This is really great to do that. It gives you that lift. So I'm here, and if I can really lift myself up, now I'm holding brace. Straighten that leg, straighten all this. Forward fold in while breathing. I can really feel that. Just brace yourself if you need to. Grab the next bar down on this machine and go further. And straight. And that's intense. Keep this leg perpendicular straight. Your hip is right here. This is basically straight down. This is forward folding. We're not bending. Breathe. Stay forward folded. Stretch all that. Stretch all that. You need to bounce it in and out. A little stability right here. This helps out a lot. Rise up with the hips in and down again. Hips in and stretch. Push and stretch. Put your heel down into it. Good. Next leg. All right. Nice stretching. Oh man. You can make sure you use your machines in any way you possibly can. If you see a possibility to make things feel better, use it and utilize it like that. Absolutely. Gonna put my leg back down, perpendicular, forward folding. And what this does is it really gets into that glute and it stretches the back of the leg. Because we did that workout, we want to make sure we do that. Relax it, walk it off. You can do about 5 to 10 of those. Just do a little bit, but make sure you do it like warm it up into a smooth. When it gets smooth and you're like, great, you move on to the next thing. You don't have to do it forever until it feels like it's smooth. I'm gonna go clean this up and we're gonna move on to the next thing. Now that's really great. I love this guy. You know, I don't do too many. Notice I just did 1 set of each. You know, and it was a burnout set for the toe rises and a burnout, you know, 2 different ways. And then a burnout set with the squats. All right, that's all you got to do. You can stop, do another, like do a set of 10 and then relax, do what I did, and then do a burnout, you know, session right after that. Make sure we get the handles. Yeah, good. Make sure we get the back. Get all of it. Shoulders, get all of it. There we go. Make sure we get the head. Bullseye. All right. Oh, get the weight off. And squat. Give me one moment. I'm gonna grab my thing, and we're gonna head up to over there. I really love filming when the gym is near empty. Lots and lots of space to go to, and it's not as bothersome to do a live. I try to make sure my inconspicuous. I always use a carabiner. I need a new gym bag. Anyone willing to give me a wish list? I'm looking for one that'll be able to handle all my freaking cable machine bars. That'd be great. Oh, I love this guy. You guys are going to be amazed with this one. All right. Absolutely. And it's not that angled. All right, let's see here. Perfect. Bam. All right. About this guy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. We're gonna do backups and sit-ups and crunches and chorus. But I'm gonna show you what you can do with this therapy. I love this guy. I really basically enjoy every bit of this. And, you know, when you need to strengthen and condition your core, it's absolutely amazing. Why should I go into detail? I just need to show you. All right, first thing first is basically we're going to be doing a lot of back work here. Am I correct? Am I correct? Yeah. You know, so I'm going to give you guys a couple of hints. Okay, first thing I need to do is get this to my level. So if you know this machine, you should understand this machine, and you got to make sure you know your number. That way you never think about it. All right. Okay, so I went ahead and moved this off because of how tall I am. So hammer strength, glute, ham reverse, hyper combo, absolutely awesome. So I want to go ahead and do some amazing leg ups. All right. So breathe, come down. Make sure your back is straight the whole time. Your legs are not touching. You want to push your hands away from this bar over here. All right. And you want the bar in, you want these into the bar. Breathing, relax. Bring it up, close your legs. I was here And then I went in. What I went up for was to open the hip flexors and then release them right here. You got to take it and release it, okay? Now we are mermaid pose, okay? So now that we're in mermaid pose, or, you know, people like plane or whatever you want to call it, but mermaid, because now we're going to flap. Now I want to make sure, you know, right where I need to be with the flexor. So I'm going to make sure I'm right on the bone of your iliacal crest. Basically, this padding is right there. All right, right here's the iliacal crest, right about a few inches above that rounded area. That way when I come down, it's really comfortable. All right, it just, my body just wraps with that. Okay, come on up, breathe, and squeeze. Keep your head and neck relaxed the whole time. Make sure your shoulders and traps are nice and strong, okay? And it just extend your lats down to move down. Extend your lats towards the head, towards my ends. And then on my legs running down, I'm going to let my arms lengthen. Now I am breathing through this. Now I'm taking 2 breaths per up, per down. We are going slow. We do not want to go fast on this. All right, we are squeezing the glutes when we go up. Squeeze those glutes when coming up. I'm going to give you every tidbit of information as we go. Yep. 2 breaths per pump. Lift. Now I'm really starting to feel the burn. I'm going to take my feet here, and I'm going to push my whole body. I'm going to stretch my arms and lats out more to where my feet are going to barely touch those bottom things. And we're doing that for a whole lat stretch. Relax your lats and come down and stretch. Push down. Make sure your head and neck is relaxed. It's not tightening. We're pushing and release. Now lift. Now this is where we need to be. And hold and plank. Make sure your head is relaxed, neck is relaxed. Don't plank your neck. All right, it should just basically just be there like you're standing on your heads above your torso. Do not bend it down, do not drop it. Do not let it relax down. Just let it be where it's perpendicular with the torso. And make sure you're all that. We are planking. All right, toes out. Breathe. Remember, 2 breaths per full, but we're still doing the 2 breaths thing. We are stretching our abdomen. We are opening our flexors, and we are going up. We're squeezing our glutes. We are finning up, guys. We are a dead fish out of water. Finning up and down. Let it relax. Down, easy. Let it go. Let it go. Push, push, push. We are lengthening. Relax. Make sure our lats are out. Head and neck is relaxed. You're not strengthening them. You're not tensing them. Breathe. And lift again. Now we got out of proper rest. We're squeezing again and planking again. Man, we can go like this. And we can go work on those. We are flapping now. Do you guys know how to swim? Know how to flap and a swim? All right, I know I look sexy over there. And then up, and then down. Those are exercises that you can do. All right, now we need to, before we move on to the next thing, is to work this out. So we have this guy right here and this guy right here, okay? I did enough burn on that lower back here doing on that plank. So I just want to walk into that and lower and put my lower back up between there and massage. It's a great work up and down. That's good lengthening, you know, really great. It's like, make sure you're getting in there and just massage that out. Relax it. Relax it, kind of like relax up. You're not bending into it like this. You're relaxing up. And then you just work at that. And massage that lumbar. And get on there. You can get on one side. Just, and then get on this other side. Then you can also go over here and just lean on one side and bend backwards. Oh, that feels great. And pull back. And basically, I'm putting my back right here, and I'm just bending through into it. And make sure, if you're shorter than me, because I'm tall, I'm 6'2", and I still have to come down, so, you know, to get into it. So this would work for someone who's also around 5'6". And if you're a little too short for this, you can just get one of those step stools in the gym location and use that to put the step stool right here and step on that to give you lift to get your back on this great massage tool that this gym provides. And it's really nice and it feels great. I'm gonna work it down. Remember, don't be hunching forward. Relax backwards. We need to relax it. We need to relax it and relax it and come down. Good, because you have to relax into it. You gotta relax into it so it releases it. If we did this, it tenses it, it relaxes it. So now that we got a massage out of that, we're gonna work on the next one after hydrating. Isn't that wonderful? All right. Time to do crunchies. Yeah. All right, I got my feet in there. I'm at my right here. My hips are basically right on here. Okay. Basically where my pelvis is, right here, my belly button is pretty much at the dip that goes down right here. All right. And this right here will be right there above. That's the coccyx right there. That's like mid coccyx, tailbone and coccyx. And I'm going to be able to make sure it's stabilized. Breathe. Come on down. Come on down. And relax into that. I gotta fix this. I like my hat. All right, breathe. All right, come back. Open the gut. Open the belly. Open the belly. Open the belly. Relax back. Make sure you come up a little bit using your arms to come back down. Keep your arms here for stability. It's hard to breathe upside down, so do fish out of the water. Stretch. Blood flowing to your head, to your brain. This is a great, great stretch. Now breathe. We want to come up, put arms here. It's open. Keep it locked and come up. And reset yourself. Don't do this if you think you can't do this. No, if you know gymnastics, you'll be fine. All right. All right. Make sure you have a buddy with you though. If you know you're heavy set, up top heavy, and you're not that strong with your abs, don't do that. Make sure you, like me, worked out for a very long time, doing core work, ab work, getting on those freaking bench, incline benches and decline benches, you know, and just get that core going. Planking, yoga, qigong, martial arts. You do your thing. Calisthenics, core stuff, Pilates. You do your thing to get your core going, get your core strong, and make sure you're able to lift yourself up off from such a predicament. Now we're going to straighten up, and I'm going to come down, breathing in and breathe out. Stopping. I'm just keeping my hands on my belly for right now for stability. I don't want to put extra weight here, you know, holding my head up, because I want to keep it relaxed the whole time. Opening up my belly, keeping it relaxed, and closing my belly. All right, we know how to breathe. If you need a moment, get a moment before you go again. Don't try to do 10 or 20. You're starting off. If you're just starting off, just take it easy. The whole point of these videos is like, oh, I know what I'm doing. No, I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. But what I am guiding and teaching people to see is that we start off, if we're starting off, or if we're going through an injury, or if we have a predicament, we have body aches, we do not pick up that 15, 30, 80 pounds. We pick up 2.5 pounds, and we do self-therapy until that problem is gone before you exercise onto that problem, causing more distress into the isolated area, and you're making my job hard, okay? Making everyone's job hard. Now you're spending money on me to basically mitigate you out, when I just want to be a nice, awesome, freaking, online entrepreneur, showing you guys what to do to heal all that stuff you've been doing to yourself. Oh, you're live. I've been needing to work on my core. We can go halfway down. We don't have to go all the way down. Make sure this is relaxed. Open up, crunch that belly. We have to make sure we open up that belly. So let's do this again. Going down, stopping here, open, and close, and stretch. So we have this bar up here where your feet is, which is really great to use. I'll show you here. And I'm gonna hold my hands right up in here, and I'm going to use that to do some forward fold stretches and I want to try and do some stretches forward fold like this, and then I'm gonna do a forward fold bend in, okay? So that'd be okay, just do proper breathing. Breathe in, and forward fold first. And that's the reason why, because it's gonna help stretch our legs. And the reason why we wanna stretch our legs first, then we're gonna stretch our hips, and then we're gonna go in. It's okay for letting your knees bend. It's okay. You know, for people like me who don't have flexibility, this is amazing. This is going to help you become flexible. Everything I'm going to show you is going to help you become limber, more limber than you ever been. You know, in all my videos, watch my Qigong day classes that I have available, already uploaded, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they all have different days of different things happening to help you learn how to be more mobile. Absolutely, more, you know, versatile in your movements and less pain, because you are learning to mitigate it yourself. And you take all of that knowledge that I teach in every single video of mine to help you gain a routine that will help you know, say, this is what works for me. This guy had the knowledge in all these videos. And plus, if anything happens in the future, because you will age, things will happen in the future. You know, it's very rare anyone just comes out form fit and, you know, by the time they're 90, very rare indeed, you know. So gain this knowledge. I'm here for you guys to help you self-care, because there was nobody for me, and I'm here for you. Because I need to do this myself. I am doing this for myself. I am being honest about that, because but the whole thing is that everyone has to do this too. And I'm going to show you every bit of my knowledge of how to keep it easy. You know, you stop anytime. So I already did a few of these. I did a lot of breaks. I braked it, I breathed, I stayed upright, I stayed straight, I stretched into this. Now I'm stretching again. We're gonna do several sets. So we do like 5 of these, and we do some stretches. You can grab underneath the pads or go lower than the pads, way down here, and stretch. And the whole point of this is to get further each time. You know, because you are loosening all of this up, you're stretching it out as you go up and down with your stuff. You're like really stretching these very tight muscles back here in the hammies and they have the gastrocs and, you know, the soleus. It all needs to stretch, and this right here has to all stretch. You're going to tighten and tighten and tighten. It's going to grow really big and swell. Well, the problem is though, now you can, you know, I don't want to say it. It's an old phrase. Let's move on. You got to reach. That way I'm going to stretch. You see, now it's gotten a lot easier for me to come down here now that I did a bunch of core work and exercising. Got my body moving. Now it's a lot easier for me to stretch here and bend my back. Now I can put my arms down and just feel so great and just stretch. Oh, this feels so good. Nice good back bend, and breathe through it and be good, and then rise up. Stretch this way, do not unstretch. So after you do a back bend, you always afterwards do a forward bend to unbend the back bend at all times, every time, because yeah, that back bend is crucial to not be, you know, it's just, you gotta relieve it from its, you know, what you put it through, you know. But yeah, straighten up, move around. We're gonna unlock from here. We did a couple of good stretches. I'm gonna rest up here, I'm gonna straighten up. I'm gonna rotate my feet while I'm down here, don't leave them dangling. Dangle them in circle motions. And here we have, it's just, oh man, I'm gonna move my neck, I'm gonna stretch it. Watch my videos, I show you how to do this all good. All right, time to move for another back bend. You know, heck yeah. Oh yeah. So we want to step down first. Make sure you got your footing right, like you're wall climbing. If you need to hydrate, go for it. But I appreciate everyone coming in and leaving, and then coming back and leaving. And those, I'll watch this later because it says in the description it'll be saved. I appreciate that. And now what I want to do is make sure that I'm not squishing anything inappropriate. And then I want to like come over here and, there we go. Knees outlined a little bit right here. My knees are not touching, but right here, kind of like, and then I'm gonna like make sure my head is relaxed. I'm gonna bend my back upwards real good and see how far bend back I want to come up, because I need to figure that out first before before I lose energy. I'm gonna use this guy to bend and readjust. I don't want to like lift up. This is a good time to do a cat-cow, a back bend right here, and then come down, the cat. All right, and then hold and plank. Now I have my heels on that pad, so it's actually holding me up. I'm planking here. I'm holding steady, keeping my head and then relax. I'm keeping my shoulders back. I'm not letting anything droop. Don't let this droop. Hold up, breathe up, breathe up, breathe up, and then relax here. Breathe up and relax. Now we are coring the whole core. Exactly, our gut is getting cored here. I'm like breathing in through the mouth and out the nose, because I can right now. If you can breathe out of the nose, you breathe out of the nose. If you can breathe out of in the nose, you breathe in the nose. Relaxing, I need a release from that. If you need to release earlier, do that, because don't do it forever. Just do it when you feel that burn, release from that burn, stay here, kind of like relax that. You can also release this, get on your hip here and do like a little back bend. Keep your foot here and just hold yourself steady. And then release that back in. Fix your glasses. Breathe before you do this. Make sure what I do is I twist my hip first, and then I move my leg back. Hold steady with my hands like I'm a primate, because we are primates. Oh, that's a good spot to do it. Nice. Oh, I gotta do that too. Yeah. And the thing is though, I'm gonna do this a second time because that felt great. I'm gonna slide over, and then I'm gonna come over, and then over here, make sure my ankle's in the pad. I'm gonna make sure I'm up here, not down there, and then come up first and down now. Oh yeah. Good stretch up here with this. Let it swing. That's good for the knees. It's at a different gravity, which is really great because I'm feeling different gravity here. All right, let's go back and put our feet back in there nice and good. Make sure it's there. Safety first. Make sure you're comfortable. You're not squishing. And breathe. And now let's go ahead and do our exercise. Now that we did our therapy. Up 1. Up 2. 3. 4. My head and neck is relaxed. 5. 6. 7. 8. Make sure you're breathing. 9. 10. And relax. Lift yourself up. Bring your feet out. Make sure you step on your step. Bring your other leg out. Don't break your legs. Come up. Push yourself up. Planking and move. And get the heck off this thing. Relax everything. Make sure you don't falter. Break your ankle. And come on out of there. And just like, we're going to get back on our massage tool after we hydrate. Nice. Always squat for your water. Always go out with your water. All right, so this is really great. I really love it. I'm going to set this at a different angle. That way you can see what I'm doing now. There we go. Yeah, nice angle, huh? I did say it was going to be a different angle. Now we have this right here. Nice, huh? Thanks for looking. So we're going to squat down, and I'm going to push my back up against it, and I'm just going to curve that in like we did up there when I was going down on this machine. And I want to go up with my heels and down, going up. Nice and easy, keep it relaxed. Just lean into it, let your body hang on that, and just like doing nice, good rolls. As you can see, I'm gonna like work that out. I'm gonna spin my tail. And then I'm gonna push my back into one side, get one side at a time. You see what I'm getting up on there? Great. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Watch me squat. I'm not doing this on purpose. You guys gotta see what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, this is not child friendly. Here. Now I'm basically taking my whole lower muscle and pushing up against that. Yeah. I'm gonna rise up. Remember to, rise up. Yeah. Remember to use one of those step tools in the gym if you need to get onto that because you're, short. Your size is differential to mine. But I still have to come down and get to my lower back and work my way up. And I do feel my right more than my left, and that's why I was like working on that. Now I'm gonna work right here. See how I'm just like going back into there. Breathe, make sure you always breathe. Come from down under. Better take cover. Do. All right. All right, we're gonna do some stretches. Use your elbow as guidance. Yeah, you don't see what I'm doing? Oops, my bad. All right, I came over here and I started, what I did was this. Nice, good twist, open up that back. Yes, we have to do therapy after this. If we don't do this, we're gonna get tight. Your muscles are still grown, your muscles are still tight, it's still gonna swell up, but you'll be in less pain and you'll have be more limber, and you're gonna be like Van Damme who did it right. He's all limber and muscular. How do you think they got, you can be muscular and limber? It has breathe and slow movements. Nice, good twist. Twist, watch my elbow. Watch my twist, breathing, elbow. Well, you can sort of see it, right? Good. Thank you for viewing in. So this is the machine I just used. If you missed most of it, I've been on another one before that. This will be uploaded in 24 hours for everyone to watch. Thank you. And I'm going to go to the next one. I am done with this guy. If you missed out on it, just come back later and rewatch. All right, let's see. What's be the next thing I want to work on? Any suggestions? See here. Absolute. Oh, absolute. Okay, we're going to get on this guy right over here. Because I'm going to show you something very amazing. All right. Land down under. Oh. Love this song. All right, guys. Damn. There we go. This is the direction you gotta watch. All right. Make sure we do a good job cleaning before getting on there. I get everything because everything needs to be cleaned because everyone else lacks at cleaning, including the workers at the gym. I don't know, maybe they do a really good job here at Boston. Except for on the weights. I wish they'd clean the weights. That's all I gotta say. They need a power wash of dirty things. Alright. We'll throw that down. Alright. I literally love this. Everyone's like, I've been on this before. See that on there for a second. So, we're gonna do some self-massage here. Alright. So I'm gonna get on my knee here. I'm gonna bring this in. Alright, and I'm gonna go up here and now I'm gonna massage my calf. I got a 25-pound weight on there. You can also use 10 if 25 is too much. It really doesn't make a difference when you're doing it this way, but there'd be another way that I always show you. I may have to. Right now I got my foot planted on the ground and I'm just going down with my heel and up with my heel. And I'm just going down with my heel. I'm like, up with my heel. I don't want to like bend my knee like this. I want to lift my whole body because that's too much on my quad to do something like that. So don't do it like that because I can feel it. Even after all that workout I did with my legs, you can definitely feel the increasedness of the tensions, and you don't want that tension. It doesn't feel good tension. All right. You might not feel it, but I feel it, so don't do it. Here we have, everyone's different. No, they're not. Every human body is the same. The problem. I've been doing this for 17 years. The only thing different is there's 7 body types. Only 7. And you can mix those around, and everyone looks different. You got some people look the same, some people with the same body type. Some people got the torso, some people got the same lower half, some people got the same arms, some people got the same toes, some people got the same ears, some people got the same head, some people got the same nose, some people got this, some people got that. It's all over the place. We're all different. Multitude of ways. This is great. Now I'm going to go ahead, and now that I go ahead and work over here, I'm going to get closer to the back of my knee. And this is great. I'm gonna go down to my Achilles. I'm gonna like go up here. I'm gonna like on tippy toe, down with the Achilles, down with the Achilles. I like that. All right, so this is amazing. I love this, and this is great. So I'm like, readjust. I'm gonna get on my tibial muscle. Now I'm going to use my tibial. And readjust, and lower that down, and I'm going to come over here and get the knee. If you want, you can do this. This is really working very well. This is like amazing therapy. This is how I self-massage. And this is I got a bunch of people who are watching me do this, and they're probably like, oh, what is this guy doing? Well, if you have sore calves, oh my gosh, this works it out. You're like, oh my God, it's kind of temporary, and work it, swap that over. So you can see here, I worked on all that there. I'm gonna like give you a new angle. Now you see me from that one. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. People who are shorter might be able to get up to those behind the knees a little bit more than I can. But I have another machine that I can do this at, and I'm going to do another video on that one, but that's going to be an hour-long tutorial. But right now we can do calves. Heck yeah. Now remember, if you need to get higher up, put a weight down there and you'll rise 2 inches. Getting on the tibial, and basically I'm getting between the tibial muscle and the sole. The sole is, yeah, a month ago, in there. Now you can grab this and you can go up into it and get that back of the knee. You can grab it there, or you can grab it right here. Go down lower, go down lower, go down lower. All right, that feels so much better. I'll do some compression. All right, that was awesome. Now it's time to work out. Now that we did some therapy, that was great. I was silent there for a moment because I was focused. Let's go ahead and 10 pounds. That's all we need. Get yourself balanced, and then 10 pounds is all you want. Yeah, we're burning out. Help me focus, guys. I am really focused here. Just 10 pounds. We're doing a burnout. We're breathing. 1 breath per pump. Oh, that's burning. All right. Woo. I'm going to stretch that. All right. And I'm going to stretch it like this. We're gonna come down and we're just like get right on there and we're gonna like hold that in. See, we can now do this with our leg here. I'll show you. Now we can do some therapy. Remember to keep your leg nice and up there. And we kick down, lift up, kick down, lift up, kick down, lift up. Here, I'll show you with this one. Keep your toes up. This right here, what this does is opens up the ilium ischium, bending all that up and down. Also moves that pelvic in, pelvic down, pelvic in, pelvic down, pelvic in, pelvic down. I'm using the seat here. That's the stability. This is therapy. Keep your feet up. Keep your toes up. Don't point your toes. Yeah, don't point your toes. We have to keep these tight too. Now we're gonna release at the next one. Now you saw what I was doing. Readjustment. I got 25 pounds on, 10 pounds on here. 10 pounds is all that's needed. And just to get that resistance. You can also sit up and do some kickbacks. Knee rise and kickbacks. This is good therapy right here. 10 pounds is needed. Unless you're like lighter than me and weaker than me, do 5 pounds. 5 pounds is all you need. If you're half my weight, I'm 190. If you're like 95 pounds, you better be doing like 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds, maybe not even anything on there. As long as you do this. This is great therapy for the knee. And it's because it really helps strengthen and moves all of this in sequence and in rhythm while your leg is here. And you're lifting up with your hip and you're lifting down. You're lifting up with your hip, rising with the knee. And you can also stabilize. Get some stability. Put your hand here, some assist and balance. Okay? Make sure that heel stays in that pad. And you're basically taking that heel and you're going in right this way, towards this knee. So your heel's going towards your knee. This knee is lifting up as your heel's going towards the knee. And also the hip is going back in that direction to the reverse of me. So hip is going in reverse, heel's going in towards my knee is going up towards my elbow. And my back and head is back and straight. I'm looking at my camera too much. So my whole back is straight. And then release, let it go. Oh wait, we forgot to stretch. And a little bit of this too, because we were supposed to come back and do a little bit of this, I believe. I'm gonna swip over here. We're gonna do the same therapy. Gonna put my heel back. Make sure I'm straight. I'm forward folding. My head is balanced on my body and I'm breathing. You can't see what I'm doing? There we go. Great therapy for the calves, for the hamstrings behind the knee, for the T-band, for the abductors, for the hips, for the glutes, the sciatic pain, the sags is going great. I can feel it. Squeezing all that in there. Oh yes. Great kickbacks. Don't need a cable machine, just need this guy. All right, you guys. Let's see here. Is this it? What time is it? I do not know. I was going to do 3 machines today. You know what? This is enough for today. I want to go and thank you guys for coming in to make sure we clean our machine. Yeah. I feel great. Did a great job. Look, that was some great kickbacks with using a leg curler machine. Love it. Stretching, you saw that was amazing work. Now you know the therapy that I do between workouts. And the more you stay and do therapy between workouts, the more you can actually probably think what your machine can offer as well that you've been on for so long. It's like, oh, I want to know if I can do some exercise like this on it. Guess what I just did? 3 exercises. Ooh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take the weights off. I want to appreciate you guys for watching and learning new things today. I'll type that into the description, make sure it's in the description, all the stuff that I did. And remember that I've done, doing, and hopefully freaking descriptions on exactly what it activates and how it works and stuff like that. I'll be updating information. I'm not very good at editing, but yeah, we'll do that. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching and viewing my workouts. This will be live in 48 hours on my channel. You can see that on the 3 types of workouts we did with this, which was this glute workout, kickbacks on a leg curl machine. Yeah, thank you guys. And we also did that guy right there and that guy right there. Peace out. Subscribe.